Yeah, because I can I can edit all that out. My sister is petrified, guys. Like, she's like, the camera's gonna come on, I'm gonna be like, hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Dawn, and this channel is this channel is Dawn Does Keto. This channel is all about helping to keep me accountable on the ketogenic diet. But today, as you can see, we're in a different location. We're actually at my sister's house. This is my sister Kathee. Today I wanted to talk to Kathee about her story on keto. She started keto after I did. We're just going to jump right in. Kathee, why and when did you start keto?
I had tried all kinds of things prior to that. Yeah. And I hadn't seen you in a long time. I don't remember why we had it. There was such a long period in between us seeing each other.
I think it was because of COVID, partly.
Yeah.
No one was really going out and doing anything. No one was visiting with anybody else. When I finally got to go back to work, it was just like work because I had to catch up on everything.
So I hadn't seen her in forever. I saw you at Olivia's birthday party. And she had already started and was like dropping the pounds. And when I saw her, I was like...
So I had only been on keto about 3 months when you saw me. I was early in.
But I could tell. I was like, what are you doing? You look great. And then the next time I saw you, you were even more. And I'm like, all right, you got to tell me what's going on.
Bring it on.
What are you doing? Because if you can do that, I can do that, right?
Right. I think everyone who knows me is like, if Dawn can have success, I can have success.
I didn't mean it like that.
Because she has done everything and not been able to lose weight. And since she's finally
we share the same body. And that was like April.
Yeah, it was like the end of April.
End of April, beginning of May, 2021. Mm-hmm. I just started listening to her. That's what I did. I was like, what are you eating? And she just gave me all the tips. And I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try it. And believe me, giving up pasta.
Okay, so just to preface, you didn't eat meat at all.
None.
She did not like eggs. Nope, did not like eggs, did not eat meat. So what does somebody do who wants to do keto?
I had a bagel every day for breakfast. For lunch, it was some kind of sub, with more bread. And then at night, I would make, Bob something to eat and me pasta.
Yeah, she lived on pasta. You pretty much ate pasta every single day. Yeah.
3 times a day. Every day.
Because when you first started doing it, and I was like, okay, she doesn't really like steak or like hamburgers too much. Did you even eat chicken?
I did, but not like...
Yeah.
That would be my meat if I had meat.
If you had meat, that was like your thing. And I knew you didn't really like eggs. Okay, that's mostly like my whole diet. How am I going to help her? Like, is she going to be able to not have pasta? So how did your diet evolve then from eating that to transitioning to a keto diet?
I was at a point in my life where I had gotten so heavy that I have to try something. I have to start incorporating those foods that, even if I don't like them, I have to try to find a way to like them.
Right.
Doctor them up to make them taste better for me. But I actually found that when I started eating the eggs again, I'm like, oh, I miss these.
Yeah.
These are good. Why'd I stop eating these?
Why didn't I
and
like
the shrimp?
eggs?
I was starting
We would go out
again.
to breakfast and, normally you go out to breakfast, you order some kind of eggs and toast and bacon or whatever. Mm-hmm. She would never get eggs because she didn't like them. She was always like, oh, no, I don't want eggs.
Give me a sausage cheese sandwich.
Well, the sausage and cheese were okay. It was just the bread. So that's how you have to learn how to adapt things.
Yeah.
Do the sausage and cheese
without the
biscuit.
Yep.
So how hard was it to give up pasta?
Oh my gosh. It was one of the hardest things I did. I really am going to say it was hard. Like, I didn't think I was going to make it. There was a couple nights I'm like, oh man, I don't know about this. This just ain't going to work. But the fact that I could barely breathe just walking from a room to a room.
Yeah, wore you out.
Yeah, I gotta do this. Don't eat the pasta.
When you started at the end of April, beginning of May, I started noticing a difference right away.
You said in your last video, at first it just was
like melting off. And that's always a good motivator, even if you're not feeling it. Oh, I really don't want to eat this. But if you're in the beginning and that weight is just dropping off, that can be a huge motivation.
I got on the scale and I'm like,
okay, I can eat eggs.
I can do this for another week. Give me some steak. What kind of steak you got? I lived off of it. Was like steak and shrimp one night with like a green, you know, like broccoli or a salad. And then we would do like burgers another night where I would eat the burger with no bread and then steak and shrimp.
I find, and this is just a tip, that especially when you're first starting out, like keep it simple. Don't try to make these elaborate, crazy meals. Find a couple things that you really like and just eat those. You know you're going to be happy eating steak and shrimp.
I would look at my plate and I'm like, dang, there's a lot of food here. I got a big old steak, some shrimp, some greens, and I was full.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this. And I did it. Thanks to her.
So you started in April, May of 2021. You're cruising along, you're losing the weight, you're doing great, and 10 months into your journey, what happens?
I had a heart attack. A legit heart attack.
Yeah. Had to have surgery, heart attack.
Yeah. They had to go in. They immediately rushed me into the ER and into surgery. Like, I wasn't even there 10 minutes.
Well, let's back up a little bit. So 10 months in, it's the beginning of this year, now it's February, and you're down how much at that point?
70 pounds.
Okay.
They went in and they were like, you know, you're having a heart attack. They immediately rushed me into surgery. They had to put a stent in my heart to open it up. I was 95% clogged. I'm thinking, is this something that happened because I've been eating steak and shrimp for the past 10 months? I'm like, oh my gosh, all this meat that I'm eating.
And I'm like, did I kill my sister?
I know, I'm like, did all this grease and steak and is that what happened?
But I knew, because I've done so much research on keto, that I truly would have never believed that would have been the cause. But still, when you hear that, it's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I didn't know what to think. I've known people who, from doing keto, their heart disease has reversed. And then I was also thinking, okay, you don't have a heart attack from doing something for 10 months.
Right.
10 months
That's
in would not cause somebody to have a heart attack. You'd have to be doing, if that's what it was, it would have been something you'd been doing long term.
He told me that it had been accumulated. He's like, you were 95% black girl. He's like, this ain't nothing that happened to you over the past 10 months. He's like, this has been accumulating over years.
Right.
Which is from all that pasta and bread and pasta and
it's
bread.
It's the fat with the carbs that's not good for you. Yeah, it's not just the fat. It's when you put fat and carbs and sugar together, it's a recipe for disaster. The fact that you cut out the carbs and the sugar, what did the doctor say about that?
If I would have been as heavy as I was, I probably wouldn't have been able to sustain the heart attack. And I would have died. He's like, that probably saved your life. He's like, keep doing what you're doing. He absolutely was on board with the keto.
Which is amazing, because so many in the keto community, doctors are still going by the old standard American diet, the food pyramid and all that, and they're not allowed to recommend anything else, even though all the studies and everything are starting to show that we shouldn't be eating that stuff.
And I happen to have one of the best doctors in Northeastern Ohio, heart doctor, cardiologist. He's very, very well renowned. Seriously, you should read up on him. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh wow.
What's his name?
Dr. Gupta.
Gupta. So if you want to look him up, if you're anybody...
UH Hospital.
Yeah. So if you just want to Google him to like read up on him or anything, or if you're somebody or somebody you know is having...
many people's lives. And the day that I went in there, they kept saying, we're not even concerned. You have Dr. Gupta. You're fine.
Care of you.
I'm like, really? Okay.
Yeah. I was floored when she called, because she's my baby sister. I'm 4 years older, right? We went through this not too long ago. We couldn't remember. To hear that, it's like a slap in the face. This is my little sister, and she's having a heart attack. And if it can happen to her, I've been carrying around a ton of extra weight for years and years and years, so it could happen to any of us. It was a very eye-opening time, not just for you, but for all of us. So I think that's it. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No.
I think that's it.
Keto's great. I'm scratching parts of my body that I never could reach before. Oh my gosh.
That's an MSV. I can reach the middle of my back.
I see parts that I've never seen before. You can edit that out.
I'll put in the TMI alert. TMI alert. Okay, so one more thing I want to talk about is just like where you're at now. How much weight have you lost total?
Total 85 pounds.
Yay! I'm so excited. And the biggest thing for me is that I'm going to have my sister around a lot longer, and we're close. I would be devastated if something happened to her. So it is Sunday. Sunday is the only day that she and I could get together to do this video. Real quick, I'm going to do my struggles and successes for the week. I had a really good week this week. Mike and I only ate out once. And you know, if you watch my videos, we eat out a lot. It was just one particular night we were helping with his dad, and it was getting late, and I hadn't thought anything out, and we were kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be eating at 9 o'clock. What are we going to do? So we went and got Wendy's, and I just did like 2 of the Baconators with no bun. It was bacon, cheese, meat, and that was it. And that's, yeah, and that's literally all that was the only time I ate out this week. We ate at home on plan all week long. Anytime you eat out, you're taking a chance with oils and different things like that, but I always try to make the best decision for eating out that I can make.
Right.
That was the only time I ate out this week. We ate at home on plan all week long, so stayed on plan. I know, well, I gotta hit that goal. I don't know if you saw my last video, but I want to be at 173 yep. or lower. That would be awesome by the time I go to Keto Palooza. That's my goal, because I'm going to be around all you keto people out there, and I want to look good.
You can edit this part out.
Well, I got on the scale this morning, one day early. I weighed in at exactly, I'm going to put it right here between us, 178 pounds. So I was down 0.8 of a pound this week. So almost a full pound. I'm hoping next week I can see 177s. That would be good. I know, guys, I've said this before. It's going so slow this time around. Every week, as long as I'm going down, I'm okay with it. But I would really like to hit that goal by Keto Palooza.
It is harder to stop once you start eating the food again. Oh
yeah.
My gosh. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, just stay on plan.
Yeah.
So that's it for this week, guys. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification button. I will see you guys next week. Another week in the books.
Yep.
See you next week, guys. Bye.